I'm Sally Hayes. Thank you for joining me today for a live lip permanent makeup procedure on Jen. I've done her eyeliner about a year ago, and she's now decided to have permanent lip color applied. Jen, tell them a little bit about yourself.
My name is Jennifer Desimoni. I work next door at the cutting room floor, and I've been a hairdresser for 20 years.
Jen's got a lot of coolness in her lips, and I asked her to bring in some of the favorite colors that she likes to wear. She's really pretty natural. She likes to wear glosses. And a couple of the colors she brought in here are a little bit too purple for actually tattooing lips with. She's Italian descent. She's got a lot of blue in her lips naturally. So what we want to do is warm up the color. And one of the colors she did bring in, I think would be a perfect choice to start with, because it'll actually warm up her lip tissue. And then on her next application, we'll be able to decide if she wants to add a little bit more blue to the lips. So let's begin here, Jen. I'll have you put your head back. You've got really pretty lips naturally. I've already had her pre-numbed by a nurse so that she's not going to feel anything now. Her lips are totally numb. She's had a superficial dental block done. And you always want to start with the bows. The bows are what make lips really pretty on a woman's face. If you don't have a bow, it's very aging. So I always like to put my bows in first and get a nice lip liner going and then blush in the color. I never recommend doing just lip liner because it looks like going around the mouth, which I'll be able to show you in just a moment. Can you feel anything, Jen?
Oh, no.
Great. So this is actually just going to be a base that's going to warm up her color and allow her to decide what color she would really like to be. But she's very natural. She doesn't like to wear a lot of makeup. So this will just give her that fresh baby lip look that a lot of people like to have. That'll be very natural. The art of the lip is actually getting the vermilion edges connected. A lot of people, when they start to lose lip color, they lose the edge of their lip, and that makes the lip appear even smaller. By utilizing all of the lip, she will look like she has a little bit bigger lip than without lip color. I never tattoo out of her natural edges, because if you change from tissue to skin, it doesn't, to me, it looks too artificial. So I always stay on the vermilion edge of the lip. But one alternative for having fuller lips is you can have them filled. You can use one of the Perlane, Restylane. There's a lot of fillers out there that are available for plumping up lips after you have them tattooed. You put the bottom on here, catch your edges. A lot of people have bottom lips that are fuller and they like to be inside the line versus right on the edge of the lip to make them look smaller. But generally speaking, it's nice to balance the lips by utilizing all of the edges. Are you okay, Jen?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. The inside of the tissue will always be 60% lighter than the edges. The edge of the lip will take more color, and the further in you go on the tissue of the lip, the less the color. It's almost like you blotted your lipstick. And tattooed lips, you really need to use chapstick or lip gloss. You can use a tint, you can do them just clear. But you need to put something on to make them look shiny, otherwise they're very flat. No different than if you put on lipstick and you blot it with a tissue, it's going to look flat versus putting a little gloss over it. You'll need to come back in 3 weeks, Jen, if you can, and we'll do the second application. And at that time, you can decide if you'd like to change up the color. And that's one nice thing about doing lip color, just like when you do hair color. You can come in for a retouch and you can change the color of the lips. So people don't have to feel like they're locked into a look that's not changeable. I don't recommend doing really dark colors or really brown colors because it tends to fight with your skin tone. I never pick a color to hair color, I do it to skin tone. And the more natural you do something, the easier, of course, it is to change. I always say to people, it's what color hot dog you are with your lips, how much blue you've got in them or how cool they are. And you being Italian, you've got a lot of coolness in your lips, but you also have a lot of yellow in your skin, so you want a color that doesn't fight with your skin tone. I know that a lot of people like to do their makeup to match their hair, which is fine because it washes off, but when you're doing this, you really want to do something to the skin tone. Really, really pretty, if I say so myself. Let me do this again. Here. Lips, the longevity of them, it's just like eyebrows. The lighter the color, you know, the less longevity, but you should be able to go 3, 5, 7 years without having a refresher done on your lips unless you just want to change colors. When somebody does them really dark, then it takes more applications to lighten them. Mm-hmm. But when you do them really natural, usually one application will change the color. I really don't like the look when people just do the lip liner and they do it in a brown or a purple because it looks like too much ring around the mouth looking. It's just not a good look. You'll be able to, as soon as I'm finished here, you can pretty much do anything you want with your lips except don't eat or drink anything hot till the numbing wears off. And then I'll give you your post-care. You just want to stay away from anything that's salty because it'll make them feel stingy. Margaritas, use a straw, don't drink a margarita now today. They really look pretty puffed up. You might even consider getting them filled after this.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the color because it looks nice with your skin. I've got it all over your nose. Okay. I'm going to change needles here real quick and use a shader that's going to even put a little bit more color in for you. Once I put the line on, then I can use this needle and it really puts in a lot of pigment. You would actually think that your lips would hurt after this, but surprisingly not, it doesn't. It might feel slightly like a little bit of a sunburn, but there's absolutely no pain involved. Okay, we'll just have you open your mouth. I love these slope needles because they allow me to shade your lip. Now, if she wasn't numb, this would be very painful because lips are really the most sensitive area on your face. There's a lot of nerve endings. So if this wasn't a numbed procedure, it would be very painful. I've always, my whole 26-year career, have always done lips with dental block. Let me show you The new you.
Well, I didn't feel a thing.
Well, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Let me put a little bit of ink ointment on them. And really looks pretty with your skin. Get you a mirror here. Oh, wow. Aren't those pretty? And they look great puffed up.
I love it.
Now
Perfect
that's
color.
actually going to fade. So when you come back, we can then go a little darker. Like I know this is the one you really liked, but I did the lighter one. But we can go up to this on your next visit. Thank you so much, Jen, for being my model today.
Thank
And
you.
thank you all for tuning in and watching my live demonstration.